We are back. Sweet. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, so today I'm going to do some set dressing for this area here. Just trying to change a little bit the brightness of this other monitor so I get the same on both, because the scene was a little bit too dark. Okay. Definitely want to work on the outside area, but want to continue with the set dressing inside. Okay, for these boxes we'll probably use this prop. We got these higher ones, so we could probably find some other piece like I think this one might work nicely here. Okay, just want to make sure that I can actually go through. Might be a little bit too big. I want to see what's the scale of this in this other side. Okay, I'm just gonna copy that one. Okay, perfect. Now it actually gives me some space. Here I'm gonna add a bunch of these boxes. Want to make them the same height. Okay, that's nice. Something like this. this area feels a little bit dark. And let's see what lights can we add around here. I feel like this light is too soft. I'm gonna snap to 50. And also let's apply instance changes to blueprint. So the other lights that we have somewhere around here also get those changes. Alright. Push this a little bit further away. The location. Something like this. Hey, how's it going? Now this wall, it's too empty. Maybe I can add something like this. It does look like one of those doors, but also it might work as a like ventilation. Thing. Yeah, there's a lot of space to cover here. Let's see what other prop. Those are nice. Yeah, I'm working on a personal project. Making this is going to be like some kind of like industrial facility. Hola, hola, Fire TV. Could probably get some cables in there. Yeah, those are always nice. Um, yeah, it would be nice to have some kind of boss fights. Yeah, right now I have some enemies. Um, Trying to figure out the patrolling so they can like walk around the space. Right now I'm having some issues with that, but hopefully I'm gonna get that figured out. Let's get some cables. That might be a little bit too tall, but yeah, this space is... the ceiling is too high. For the ceiling, I should probably use some pipes. I think that will look very, very nice. Gonna get more light a little bit. Trying to check with my other monitor to see how it looks, because the colors on this monitor right here are not so nice. Okay, let's see. I wanna get some pipes. Could probably use these ones. Might be too big. Just to fill in some space in there. Okay, doesn't look that bad. Oh, those are for the floor. Okay. I think this room will be nice to use one of those cranes. Let's see if it works here. Okay, this one, it's kind of cool. Not exactly sure what this is. Also, it's floating. The one I'm looking for is this crane. Okay, see if I can make sense of this. Okay, kind of pulls things from here to the other side. So I think could probably make it huge until it touches both ends. Something like a little smaller. This piece right here, I'm not really sure how to use it. Yeah, I'm not really sure how to use that one. Okay, here I'm going to let's make a custom piece for this. Let's snap to 100. Maybe 10. Where is it? Okay, 5. Then I'm gonna push these 100 to the front. Maybe to the sides. I think it might look better like this. These songs are too chill. Let's see if I can change that. So yeah, let's push this to the sides a little bit. Maybe 50 units to the front. Okay, that's kind of cool. Okay, then I'm going to go to UV's box reset. Give it this material. Nice. Okay, that's cool. Let's move all of this. Here, a little bit. Probably, yeah, a little more. Okay, now we have like a wider room. Let's push this a little bit here. want to bring. Maybe this stuff. Yeah, a couple of those. And let's bring these ones. Just to fill in some space. Nice, something like this. Let's give it a little twist. So it's not so perfectly aligned. Nice. Okay, let's I still feel like this is too empty. These two pieces here, they don't really look so nice up there. I know what to put there. We have these ventilation things. They look kind of funny. Let's get them a little bigger and snap to 45. Now we can just get one. Something like this. Okay. Okay, let's get more pipes. I got some very cool pipes somewhere around here. Let me just copy these ones. Should probably make them a group for now, so I can like move them around. Use them here. Kind of hard to move them when they're in a group. Nice. Let's actually make them one group again. So we have this thing, also this piece. Oh wait, group lock, regroup. Okay, now it's just one group, just to fill in some space. Nice. Okay, more cables. Those are nice. Those are kind of strange because they end like there. Let's transform on X. I do miss that detail. Okay, maybe these cables might work better here. These ones also can go down. I would like small pipes that connect these lights together. And let's get some of these. Okay, they don't look too straight. place them. A little bit more. This. Starts feeling a little bit more industrial. I like the rider shield on these guys. Hey, what's up? No, I don't need assets. I appreciate it. I have like around 200 gigabytes of very, very good assets. It's also it's kind of hard to decide what to use. Yeah, also I've been collecting assets from the Epic Games marketplace. They give free assets every month, every 2 weeks, I guess. Actually, this is the area I wanted to test. I think I should probably put the enemies out. Yeah, well, not really one man, because I'm using like a lot of pre-made stuff. But yeah, I'm trying to put together this industrial area. This gun around here, cause I'm gonna start playing from here. Yeah, I have a lot of Kirbash mech pieces, like to make some cool mechs. So I'm very excited about making some cool mechs. I have like a lot of characters, like animal characters that I want to use the skeleton and animations from, and basically just kitbash some cool animal mechs. texture them in Substance. But yeah, there's just to have some cool stuff. Oh, what is that thing right there? Oh, are those cables? Oh yeah. Let's see. Yeah, these cables are strange. I'm just gonna push them a little bit. Yeah, I really want to get the enemies to patrol and like walk around in a interesting way. Is this nah? Oh, okay, I'm getting some frame drops. Is this the right height? Oh, okay, yeah, I know why it's not mantle. So the mantle works only on meshes that they need to have proper collision. So they need to have a box simplified collision. I need like a straight gap, straight sharp edge for the mantle to work. If not, it's not going to work properly. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3. Is this one? Box. There you go. Like that. That way I'm sure that the mantle is gonna work on these assets. Okay, I think that's good for now. Okay, nice. Also, I think the same here. It needs a box collision. I messed up those. looks simplified. Can even make it a little tinier, like this. Good enough. Yeah, I want to see how cool I can make this look before I mean, as long as it runs at 30 frames per second, I'm super happy. Don't really need to make it run like at 60, because that's a big challenge. Yeah, the dark areas on this monitor look super dark, and here they look gray. That's it's very interesting. Do you call this substance material .sbbrs? They're called. SBSAR. Okay. SBSAR. Okay. Just responding some messages. Okay. All right. So let's see what we got. Okay, every time I go Control C, it's taking longer and longer. Slowly, the scene is getting every time heavier. Hey, how is it going? Doing fine, thankfully. Set dress in this industrial area. I got this very big space that I'm trying to make look industrial and interesting. Looks repetitive. Wanna see how far can I push this area and make it run at least 30 frames per second. While having some enemies, volumetric effects, and all the cool stuff. The entrance is kind of funny, but I'm gonna make it definitely more protected because it's like a big industrial area, and so we have this bunch of rooms in here, and it ends on this other side. That's a very big, very big space. Hopefully the enemies are going to make the whole path, I mean the whole level, a little bit slower to go through. This gun is like a little bit too overpowered. I want to make the enemies way harder. This is too big. I do have like a stealth kind of thing, but it doesn't really work so nicely. It's like kind of like a cheat code. I want some kind of like the Forever Winter kind of detection. So like they have like this little thing that the enemies, like for example like this aggro meter, so they're like, they have like this question mark and then it goes into a exclamation mark and it's like, okay, they found it. Yeah, this gun is too overpowered. It will be fun once I start playing with the amount of ammunition and like hiding ammo boxes and stuff. I think it will be very nice. Yeah, I've been thinking like I do like creature collector games, and I have like a bunch of like sci-fi creatures. It'll be super cool to make some kind of like creature collector game. I'm not really sure what this is going to end up. Not sure what I'm going to end up doing with this project, but the main goal is the environment exploration, and see how far can I push that thing. Yeah, the lighting, it's there's no lighting, let's say. It's just light for me to see, but that'll be very fun to work on the lighting. Definitely want to add your classic ventilation ducts, so you can like go up and go down hide from enemies. Yeah, it would be very cool to make it like Arkham Asylum, the Batman game for Xbox 360. But well, that's that's a lot of work to get that kind of like combat working nicely. Also, I want to have some enemies, like very scary mechs that you cannot like fight, you need to just hide from them. Let's see. Okay, let's build some pipes. Oof. Okay. We can do something cool here. Yeah, let's get this one. But yeah, I want to see if I can achieve, at least for this small area, the same amount of detail of the Forever Winter maps, which are super high in detail, like crazy high in detail. And it's very cool because they are super high in detail, but when you get close you start seeing like how how the meshes are actually like low poly, and how they really optimize the whole thing. So it's kind of very, very interesting. Want to see if I can achieve that level of detail. Also, it's like a hey, how's it going? The new Unreal Engine. They changed some menus. They kind of like flip these windows a little bit. Some of the stuff they changed, I do like it a lot. For the content browser, if you go too small, they show you the name of the folders. The modeling tools have some the UI kind of changed, but yeah, overall pretty nice. Obviously at the beginning it's like you kind of like don't people don't like when the UI changes a little bit, but it's not bad. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's make this 2 times bigger. Okay, and let's try to snap this to this point right here. So we're working on inside the grid. And push this every 50 units or something like this. Hopefully that will give me a snap to the wall. Something like that. Oh yeah, Blender is awesome. Very impressive. pieces. Kind of making like some kind of like interesting design with the pipes. Want to use as many curvatures as possible. Let's get this one here. Yeah, this is the same sci-fi environment. Trying to set dress a little bit. This is like the main entrance. Definitely need to design some cool doors for the entrance, and the outside also needs to be industrial, needs to be concrete, and it needs to have like some barriers and stuff. It cannot be just like like wide open like this. What's new? Well, the amount of props that I've been using. Also, I got the volumetric volumetric effect. Just wanna see how far can I push this area to set the amount of detail for the rest. I do like these numbers here, also to identify the areas. I have around 4 numbers, I think. Maybe, I'm not sure if there's a number 5. But yeah, I'm trying to make this look interesting. We have these very sharp edges on the wall. I need some kind of like debris, some kind of like something that goes there. The thing with the Forever Winter is that it's like a war zone. So you have this bunch of I need to kind of like squish this pipe. Yeah, it's okay. So yeah, in the Forever Winter, there's a lot of this destruction and a lot of things in the ground. So I think it's a little bit easier to fill in spaces with that. But also, I was watching a video of an artist who talked to the team that developed the game, and they had like this big collection of Kit Bash assets. So that's very cool. That's what I trying to build, like a bunch of cool Kit Bash pieces so I can like reuse them I have oh, this is like the top view right here. There's a lot of rooms. um, but for example, these pieces right here as a small kit bash, let's say like modular pieces I made. I was thinking of having some kind of entrance like this. That looks kind of like brutalist. Really like these huge pieces of concrete. But yeah, this area is a little bit too too big. Definitely gonna have cool stuff outside. I have a lot of props for the outside, but now I'm focusing on the interior. I made some cool prefabs, let's say, for the outside. I have it on my other project. Yeah, that's the cool thing. I have the older version of this project where I can like pull a lot of things I already made. Yeah, the entrance ramp, it's getting there. Appreciate it. Need to. Yeah, I really want to work on the lighting. I'm getting a new monitor soon because I have a very good monitor, a 4K monitor, but I'm using it for the OBS stuff. So I'm working on a 1080 monitor, and this is a kind of old monitor. It's a little washed out, so I realized that the colors look very different. For example, this dark area looks super dark in the good monitor, but here looks gray, so all my lighting and values were wrong. So I tried to adjust this one to match a little bit better, but hopefully I will get a new monitor soon, so they both look the same. Oh yeah, I get close to the monitor. Yeah, also I got a new cam, which is gonna be wider. But I need to it needs to go through customs. It's gonna take maybe a couple of weeks. So hopefully I can set it up a little bit farther away, because yeah, this camera, it's a little bit close. But yeah, let's see. It's hopefully by the end of the month I will have more free time to work on the project. Wanna push it pretty hard once I finish with my current freelance. Yeah, I might have a green screen, so you can like, so I will be bigger on the screen. I like that setup a lot, where you can see like the upper body of the streamer, like, and no background, so that's kind of cool. I do have a green screen, and I do have a good light and everything. Just need to set it up. Okay, we got stock. Okay. Yeah, hopefully I will set it up nicely in about 2 weeks. This should match a little better. That's a very weird connection. Huh. No, maybe that doesn't go well in there. Let's see. Okay, that's better. Yeah, I always liked these kind of like industrial details. Stuff like Warhammer 40k and stuff. Okay, let's see. Yeah, one more. The cool thing about this is that once I make a couple of them, I can reuse them. And then just speed up the process a lot. Wow, every time I go Control C, it's taking longer and longer. That means that the scene is getting heavier. Let's see, maybe this one goes here. Oh. Could probably go down. These pipes make no sense. Like this is, this is like it goes down here. Then there's this cross pipe. It would make sense if you had some kind of valves to close it, but like this, it just like. Maybe this one. Yeah, that's the real thing. Like probably the hardest thing. Like, so you start with a block out, right? Like to just kind of like get an idea of what space you want to make and stuff, but then like you want the space to make sense, so you need to reference yourself on something real. And it's that's the hard thing, like how to make something like playable and feel like somewhat like grounded in reality, so things make sense. I think those are the environments that really become very immersive, because you really feel like they could exist. Maybe change the X1 to bridge and separate them. Yeah, the cross shape, yeah, the X shape one, I think that's the one that is really not making too much sense. Let's fix that one. Just want to fix this little floor right here. Yeah, I really want to add like explosive gas tanks and stuff. Like, for example, if you shoot this thing, it could explode, or this thing. That would be very nice. It would be cool to make stuff turn like destructible. Kind of cool soldier right here. That's a big decal for this leakage stuff. Yeah, this cross one, not really working out. That means that we need to change this one. Maybe we could go push this one out. Like this. Maybe this one. We push this to the other side. Or we just push it into the wall. Yeah, maybe that's... these cables here. We need a shorter one. I think this is the one. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't like stretching props, but I appreciate it. Yeah, just trying to make the Windows X XP a screensaver. It looks super empty. Wow, super empty. There's a very cool prop for the ground. This is probably the most used Quixel Megascan prop. Everybody uses this one. Just breaks the texture of the ground and adds some detail. Yeah. Yeah, that was a nice screensaver. It would be very cool to make this star green as this one here. Then we need to rotate a little bit, maybe give it a scale of 2. Does feel like too big. Can we make this that color? Okay, let's find this material, change the instance, base color, color tint. Let's see if we can just grab it. I like to go on lit, so it's not affected by the light. It gives me a closer color. Then I can choose this one. And we need to modify it. It needs to be lighter. Yep, that's a little closer, a little lighter. Well, it's okay. Something around there. Maybe too light. Okay, now we want to do the same here. Yeah, matching these colors, it's a little difficult, but it's close enough for now. It would be nice to also change it for the other ones, to be honest, so it doesn't look like the base color. I can just do it on the same material instance. No need to change it. You can just click that check, and we are back to normal. Yeah, let's probably do it for this as well, because we are not using too many blues. I'm trying to keep the palette a little bit. I also feel like this one might be too saturated. Let's go saturation less. It's okay. Let's try to color pick right from here with the light on. Okay, desaturate. Not really. It's okay. A little different hue. Kind of cool. Yeah, this palette is too bright. Feels like brand new. Let's see if we can make it a little darker. Saturation 0.5, 0.75. That's nice. Feels a little bit more used. Let's make it a little darker. Maybe not. Just, yeah, maybe. There you go. That's it. Yeah, these Megascan color variations, you need to go very, very slowly, because if not, you end up with something very, very strange. Okay, nice. I feel like it's too saturated. It's okay. Can't really spend so much time on just tweaking colors. Talking about colors, this is too bright. Just wanna there you go, saturation. Just a little bit less. Okay, and let's change that material. In this case, I didn't want to modify the original. Now it looks too pale. That's a little better. Still has that like warning yellow, but a little faded. Okay, okay, so we have this big crane here moving boxes, but there are no boxes here, so it doesn't really make sense. Let's get this cable out of here. So we do need some boxes. Hey, what up? This is a personal project that I'm working on. It's not sure what it is yet, but the idea is to make a game. For now, I'm focusing on making a cool environment and see how far can I push the visuals. Yeah, we need some kind of cool boxes for this. Not sure what kind of boxes can we use here. Needs to be something heavy here. Not sure about this. 0.75. Let's say the crane is pushing these things. It's funny how this looks with this texture. Actually, it doesn't look that bad. Can actually stretch these assets a little bit to get different shapes. I think this wall is the texture okay? No, I think it's wrong. Okay, now it's better. Yeah, we need to get squares so the wall feels like it's part of the same thing. Yeah, the light is too much. But let's see if we can copy a little bit of that color so it's not white but a little yellowish. I do want like big fans like on the walls, slowly rotating and shining light through your typical God ray in an industrial factory kind of thing. Let's get more of this volume fog. This is something that I wanna use a lot, but wanna see how much can I push this. Okay, I think I got the box. Is it too big? Okay. Okay. The problem with this volumetric fog volume is that all the lights in the scene, they need to be physical. They need to actually exist as a light bulb or something, because if you have this thing too close to a floating invisible light, it's gonna scatter and it's gonna look strange. So we need to make the lights actually physical. So I think I'm gonna have them like hanging from the ceiling. Oh yeah, the T shortcut. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I was wondering if the volume was like too big, but it seems like it's pretty huge. So the selection goes on your in the outline of the viewport. That means that you are selecting something outside your field of view. That's probably too much. Yeah, I was wondering, like, am I selecting the right volume? Because I do have a nav mesh and other stuff, so I was like, now it looks blue again with the color, with the change in the light. I do need the breeze and stuff for the corners. That's something I might be able to get with just foliage painting, maybe. I need to think if this is going to be the actual final placement for this thing in the map. The landscape is a little bit small right now, but I think I can always make it a level instance and kind of like move it around and then break the level instance. not sure about using too many level instances. Okay, so we have these floating lights. That's gonna be a problem. I think we should probably take care of that. I'm gonna open the other version. This is the older version of the project where I have all the assets. So I'm kind of like just merging, migrating the assets I need from there. Yeah, I should be probably using spotlights, you're right. It makes more sense actually, because these I want to have like actual lamps, so they're gonna light, they're going to cast how do you say it? They're not going to light the ceiling, and yeah, I'm not sure about the ceiling. Yeah, one thing that I was looking at is the scattering. For some reason, the scattering option, the volumetric scattering intensity, it's on gray. I'm not sure if that has to do with mega lights. Probably. Use inverse squared fall off. Oof. Yeah, lighting is such a big topic. Also for performance, we need to have this fade distance thing where, you know, when you're not close to a light, it just kind of turns off. Definitely need to check all that thing. Yeah, optimization. Wow, it's gonna be very interesting. Okay, so in the other project, this was going to be used for the swamp environment. Little toad character. What I want from here is the these static meshes. Got a bunch of very cool static meshes here. Let's get these into the project. So we can get some lights actually floating. And there's also some very cool industrial stuff that I could add. Some cables as well to connect all the lights that I have kind of in a row. And some very cool kind of like kit bash pieces to build some mechs or something. That'll be very fun. So yeah, the goal is this area. Let's see if we can actually finish this area to you know, add the most amount of detail and like visual fidelity, and see how it runs. And I also need to do some how do you call this? I totally forgot. I need to package the game and see how it runs and it's loading okay and everything. Very important to package as often as possible. Okay, we got this. Let's see, lamp, maybe light. Okay, we got some stuff here. What could be a good light for this? Maybe this one? These are huge. And it does need to have some kind of cable to hold it. Column cable. What is this? Oh, nice. That has like a twist. I'm not sure about that. What is this? That's kind of cool. Need to find like a vertical cable. Let's see. This one. That could work. The thing is that it needs to have some kind of did I turn something off? Like it looks a little darker. Oh, the light color, that really changes a lot. Okay, let's see what other wires we have. Okay, I think this is some HDMI, like what? Okay, this might work as a modular cable. Okay, I think yeah, let's try this one. Okay, that's a good length. Nice. Okay, scale 1. This needs to be scale. That's huge. Let's go smaller. Okay. Yeah, let's change the pivot point. Yeah, these meshes are not ready yet. These are the substance meshes, which are super amazing, great topology and very good stuff, but top, left, right, back, okay, front, there you go. They do need some work. Okay, we need to create a blueprint for this, so I hope it's not too dark. It is a little dark. Copy, which is kind of like the mood I want for this, but cannot make it too dark because then it's kind of annoying to walk around. Let's actually open up the yeah, that's a little better. The ceiling so we can see. Okay, here. So we are going to create a blueprint from this. Yeah, I'm gonna add some textures, some materials. There's a lot of material IDs here. Okay, nice. And then for the cable, I'm just gonna add the cable thing. I need a cable material that doesn't have any information baked to it. If not, we can. Yeah, all these are based on trim sheets, and it's not gonna allow me to. Okay. Oh. If not, we can always. I think the safer thing is just to yeah, we can just probably add this material is it's a material function. No, this is not. Yeah, I think I can just make a quick material. Yeah, let's just make a quick material, whatever. Okay. let's see, what is this? Generator B panel, that might work. Kinda works. Just wanna make sure that gonna make a copy, call it no mask, because we do have some baked information here and I don't want any baked information in this thing. Cool. Nice, now it looks a little cleaner. And I'm just gonna use it here. Yeah, it works. Alright, so wow, we still got some stuff. We got the bolts and stuff. I'm just gonna use the same material here. And for the light, we need to fake it with okay, probably. Yep, need to make an emissive for that. I think I had one. Maybe not in this. That kind of works. This comes from the pipes, okay. Okay, for some reason. Okay, let's just make a emissive material. I'm gonna get a color. No, I think it's just one into emissive. That's not yellow enough. Good night. I appreciate you hanging out. I appreciate it. Okay, that's gonna be too bright. Okay, let's go and make it a little less. That's too much. Seems like too much. I think that's kind of nice. We can probably make a parameter and make an instance so we can tweak it, but what I want to do is a blueprint. Can I select two things and just make them a blueprint? I think it's harvest components. Nice. The pivot point. I'm not sure where. Okay, perfect. Pivot point. Okay, let's just add a light. Let's go with a spotlight. The thing is that I do want the light to cast shadows, but not on the mesh. The color of the light is going to be this. It's right there. Shared root. It would be so nice to change the pivot point. There must be definitely a way to change the root. Okay, for now, let's see, where can we place these lights? Yeah, I do need to make all lights practical in the scene so they actually exist. That will just, I think, make the whole thing look way nicer. Maybe I might need to fake some of them, but the units. Hey, how's it going? The units really affect how it's going to look like. Unitless is the default value, and it seems like it needs a very high value. Let's go with lumens. Okay, not sure why it needs such a big value to affect the scene. Yeah, it's kind of strange. Oh, okay, yeah, the light is inside an object. The object is not letting the light out. That makes a lot of sense. So here I need to go to I don't want this to receive any light or shadow, so I think I'm gonna change these to another channel. Okay. Treba sorbete o pominiate номер?
Ні, не треба поміняти номер, нема симпли.
А, добре. Зараз зробимо.
Зараз зробимо. Так, я тут маю який папірчик, хай буде.
Добре.
Так, ти закінчив. То що мама там зробила їсти смачно?
Окей.
Конкретні такі.
Добре, тато.
Поїж, а потім зробимо, добре?
Окей.
Потім півгодинки ще подивлюся, є на все.
Добре, тато. So the thing is, I need to come here, light channel, and this needs to be on one or some other channel. There you go. That makes sense. Now it looks like a nuclear bomb. So here, let's go unitless. There you go. That makes a lot more sense. Attenuation radius, let's go huge. That's very nice. Something like this. Outer cone. Let's keep the outer cone huge. Inner cone. Let's smooth that light. Gives this very nice gradient here. Okay, I like this. So now that we have something that works, I'm going to come to the blueprint and apply instance changes to blueprint, so all the other blueprints are gonna use this. Nice. Now my volumetrics should interact with that very nicely. If I find my volumetrics somewhere, okay, maybe if I click here, it's volumetric number 4, and push it up a little. Maybe that's too much. It's kind of nice. Okay, I do want to have some light on the ceiling, like in the ceiling, because it does look too dark in there. I think I can bring some spotlight, but without shadows, just kind of like cheat and have one of them, maybe this one. Let's delete those, and this. that one, I want to use it like cast shadows. Nope, I don't want to cast shadows. It starts looking a little strange. Attenuation radius. Yeah, it doesn't need to be huge, so it doesn't look strange. Just enough light so we can see a little bit. Oh, what happened here? I forgot about this pipe. Okay, just tiny little bit. Let's copy that value, paste it here. And well, I think it, yeah, that's too much light. Too much light. Then a little better. The fog is too crazy. That's a little better. I do like this. Lights hanging. It's some more detail, more stuff. Fills in the space and make things a little bit more. Oof. Yeah, I need to I need to get a better monitor because this looks very different. I don't want it so light. Let's go down a little. That's kind of hard to see, so let's have that. This one. Hey Wicked, how is it going? Let's bring this light down a little. Like this, and apply this to all the other blueprints. Then Control H. Okay, now it feels a little better. Alright, let's make a little run. Little run through. Getting way nicer. Now it's a little dark, but it's kind of looking better now on this other monitor. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm just adding a bunch of details. Wanna polish this area and see if I can make it make it run at least at 30. Oof, it does getting some frame drops. Yeah, I want to work on some cool metal doors. Oh, let me check. I appreciate it, Wicked. That's awesome. I'll definitely check it out. Definitely need some cables to connect these lights and stuff. Which I do have, just need to place them. Is some ventilator stuff in the walls, but it's coming together. The floor also needs some kind of like metal thing, some kind of like sewer, like some drains. That'll be nice. And this I added a little bit too many. It will be super cool if the AI can like mantle and go up obstacles. That will be super awesome. That way you cannot like just climb up and defeat them. But yeah, that'll be very, very nice. Okay, this is an open area. Maybe I can have some pipes or something. That would be cool. Yeah, I saw the message, but couldn't read it. So I checked. Yeah, this bug where I move the camera and she goes into that kind of like tweaking. We're gonna get that fixed soon. I asked the developer of the RPG engine, and he told me that he's going to look into it. So that's super awesome. It's been 2 hours 20. Yeah, let's do half an hour more, and then I will go have some food. For these things, I want to add cables. Starting to look little nicer. Still thinking what can I add in the edges. Like this feels too flat. I need to have some kind of like, I don't know, some kind of like small pebbles or some kind of like debris or something there. It feels too clean. For all these lights, we need like one cable that goes and connects all of that. That'll be very nice. Even a small cable here might look very cool. Let's see this one. It's like a computer cable. I need something a little bit this one has something that I can. No, they have too much. They need to be flat, but not too straight, because then it looks a little fake. Okay. These are like microphone cables and stuff. Those are very cool pipes. Yeah, the problem is that if I make this too big, it's gonna look strange. Yeah, I think I need spline cable, so I can get the details, I mean just the shape I need. Yeah, I cannot make this too big. this could work if I make it smaller. Okay, that's not that bad. Okay, we need to actually. Okay, I'm gonna get this material. This material right here. I think that's gonna look okay. Let's select all these assets. All the actors using this asset, make it a group, and then I'm gonna push it just a little bit so it does not go through the. That's a little nicer. Yeah, I do need some debris. Need to think what kind of debris makes sense to have here. It could be like some decals or something. Yeah, I need detail on the floor. Also need to think where it makes sense to have this. find myself some interesting decals. Just to break a little bit this texture that I have everywhere. Hard to see if I'm actually placing them in the center. Okay, we got that. And I need one of these lights somewhere here. To get some decals, kind of like industrial. I'm not sure if this drain kind of makes sense in there, but kind of looks nice. Actually, that's a good spot. can cut these other pieces. Yeah, let's do that. And we can actually make this into another group and use them somewhere else. Yeah. So group, remove from group, make a new group. Okay. And I think this could be a good spot. Should be probably snapping to 5. Then we can figure out that other spot. Let's make them actually straight. Probably lower than a little, and also let's go group lock. Now we have 2 groups, and this is the bigger one. Yeah, that adds a lot of detail. Alright, well, I'm gonna make a run through, go have some food. I probably shouldn't have this enemy just standing there right at the beginning. Yeah, it will be very nice to have some, make like a very cool metal door here. Still thinking like, are we gonna like blow it up and just go through the main entrance, or that's also important because this structure is too big. Like thinking a little bit about the logic behind the space, like if we go into like this restricted area, definitely gonna get like some kind of alarm and all the guards will come. think that's an old message. Yeah. Maybe we get to like get some guards outside, and we get to dress as these guards and go in. That's a little cliche. Oof. Yeah, I'm getting some heavy frame drops. Not sure if it is the fog or this texture. But yeah, well, got some progress. Got some progress for sure. And these lights right here definitely gonna look very nice. Need to place them in the first level. Oh, those pipes are not connected. Okay. To the wall. Tá, idu. Alright, I think I need to go. Because my dinner is getting cold. Oh no, they're actually connected. Just gonna make sure that since the pivot point is so far away, it's a little harder to move them. There you go. When you're closer to the pivot point, it's way easier. Okay, I think that's nice. Nice, it looks way nicer on this other monitor. Okay, I think that's going to be it for now. Hopefully I will continue tomorrow. Okay. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.